Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Theme Park Conductor episode. I am your host, Theme Park Conductor. And I just want to say, first off, before we get things started, that I'm sorry I had to move my live stream on Conductor Thursdays again to a later time tonight. I had to do something, so that's why I couldn't do it at 7. So I appreciate everyone that's tuning in right now. It's very much appreciated. But without further ado, let's kick this off because we got some interesting things to talk about. So let's get right into. Let me ask everyone in the chat, everyone watching right now, how's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone been for the week? With work, personal stuff. I just want to make sure you guys are doing all right. We got a couple chats right off the bat. Again, two very amazing subscribers I have. GRL Power Coach. Or sorry about that. Hey yo, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm glad that my Conductor Thursday live stream that I've been doing the last. I think this is the 4th episode now. I'm glad that I'm doing it. So I could not be any more happier. And then Jesse, it's good to see you. Thank you so very much for tuning in to the channel. I know you couldn't join last week. You had some going on. You're visiting family. I'm glad you're able to join tonight. It's very much appreciated. Thank you again. He also said here for the live stream. Again, thank you very much for your support. And not just you, but everybody. Thank you all for the support. Mr. Webba, which I did my first Q&A live stream last night. It actually got a little out of hand. We almost went 3 hours on that live stream. Mr. Webba says, "What's up, Theme Park Conductor? Doing great. Just stopping by to say hi. Busy night tonight. Yeah, it was busy. And he also says, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the Theme Park Conductor. Again, Mr. Webba is a amazing content creator. He's always he's a close friend. Just an amazing guy. And you're going to be seeing him on a lot more live streams in the future for sure. Again, thank you, Mr. Webba, for tuning into the channel. And me and him often do videos with Orange Go 55, and definitely follow those two content creators as well because they have amazing content as well. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to share my screen real quick. I posted a snapshot. I did it with my phone. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do than my computer. And I just wanted to share this with you guys really quick before we start getting into the topics here. So let me do that now. Give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. So I just wanted to share this photo with all of you because you all have made this possible for me. This right here. Okay. Between the videos I've done with Orange Grove 55, Disney George, those two content creators, doing a video with Mondo Five Fires several times in the last 2-3 months, doing my Conductor Thursday live streams, getting back to filming in the park, posting videos when I can, commenting on posts from other content creators from the theme parks, which there's a lot of times, guys, I'm going to be really honest with you. I work a full-time job at a retail chain, and a lot of times I don't get the opportunity or the time to make it out to the theme park. So the fact that you guys have brought me to this point at 2,700 subscribers is absolutely amazing. And you have absolutely no idea how it entices me to bring even more content and just keep, pushing that news out there for you guys, because it's kind of what I would say it's my release from work, from my personal life, going to the theme parks, enjoying just the atmosphere, filming updates, posting pictures on my Instagram, on my Twitter, on my Discord, and providing that news for you guys. So I want to thank you guys. This is for you. This is not all about me. This is for you guys. So again, I want to thank you guys so very much for supporting the channel, because it means the world to me. And Christian in the Park says Conductor. So Christian in the Parks, he is another content creator, amazing guy. I met him, I think the first time I met him was not even a few weeks ago when Universal Studios Hollywood had the AP Takeover Night. What AP is, it's an acronym for Annual Pass Holder Takeover Night. So that's where I met Christian in the Parks. Again, amazing content creator. He has amazing content. Definitely check him out on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. The guy is just absolutely amazing. So definitely support him as well, because it means the world to all of us. And that's one of the things I talked about on my Q&A last night with Mr. Webba is, if it wasn't for us content creators, obviously the theme parks have their own media teams to put information out there, but us as content creators provide the news to you. But a lot of times we don't just come in and say it like flatline. We kind of make it exciting for you guys, and we're happy to do so. So again, every shout out I give to these content creators that join my live stream. We're all a family here. We all try to provide that news for you guys. So it means the world to me and to all of us. So again, thank you guys. Christian in the Park says free tickets for the Quiet Place movie. Use code QUIET. Oh, interesting. I will definitely have to check that out. Now, Christian in the Parks, is that for any movie theater or is that for streaming? I'm assuming it's for the movie theaters, if I'm not mistaken, like AMC, Regal, stuff like that. Post in the comments. I'm curious, but definitely interesting. Definitely interesting for sure. So without further ado, we're going to actually scroll down here. So this is the first thing I wanted to talk about a little bit. HHN. Okay, so we all kind of had an idea that Ghostbusters was going to be coming back to the theme park. We just didn't know in this aspect. There are pictures. Obviously, there is merch. this shirt is just one example. I think they do have another hat that's themed the Ghostbusters. And then in just a second, I'm going to actually play the video for you guys so you can see it, because we're finally starting to get announcements for Hollywood, which is exciting. I thought it was never going to happen. So definitely very exciting. Jesse says, that's cool. I might go if that's true. Yeah, definitely, Jesse. Check it out. Christian at Park says, first 100 people to use quiet before check will get a free ticket. So definitely jump on that. Definitely jump on that. Thank you, Christian at Parks, for providing that information. It's going to be a great help for a lot of people that want to see that movie, including myself. So thank you for that information. So let me click on or let me. Okay, here's the video. So I'm going to play the video for you guys. So let me do that. Hold on. Kind of jumped on me. All right, here we go. Here's the video of what they're saying the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire house is going to look like. So this is the commercial for it, for the HHN house. Here we go. Okay, now you can hear me. Sorry, I mute my mic when I play the video, so that way it doesn't it doesn't send an echo out. Can you guys hear me now? I'm sure you guys can hear me. I turned my mic off so it doesn't echo. What I was saying to you guys was, what do you guys think about Ghostbusters coming back to HHN this year? What do you guys think about that? Because we had Ghostbusters back in 2019 on the Metro sets. I'm kind of curious what your guys' thoughts is. I don't think it's going to be a scary house. I think it's going to be more of a fun type of nostalgic type house for a lot of us that love Ghostbusters. I know for a fact, well, I shouldn't say fact, but I know a pretty good source that told me when it came in 2019 on the Metro sets. And if many of you don't know what the Metro sets are, they are the sets that they use a lot of times where the tram tour says, oh, well, we can't go down here because they're filming, whether they're shooting a commercial, part of a movie, some type of promo, or they're filming for American Ninja Warrior. They do that a lot in the Metro sets. But that's where, before COVID happened, in 2020, before that, we were able to go on the Metro sets, and there usually was like 3 or 4 houses back there. So definitely something interesting. Ian Grimm says, how are you doing tonight? I am doing well. I was just saying to the community at the very beginning of the video, Ian, I'm sorry that I couldn't start the live stream at 7. I would have liked to, but something came up, so that's why I had to push it to 9. I'm going to try to do my best to not have that happen as often, and it's going to be a hard 7 p.m. every Thursday. So again, thank you, Ian, for joining, because I know it's a little late in the night, but I do appreciate it very, very, very much. Ian also said, are you going to Universal for 4th of July? I want to see the fireworks from Hogsmeade or Super Nintendo World. I'm still up in the air. I know I did say I was going at first, but again, there's some things that have come up, but I'm not saying I won't, but I can't give a definite answer if I am. I was told by Mondo, get this, so you can watch the fireworks from Hogsmeade. You can watch it from the lower lot, but if they don't have it blocked off, the overlook, so behind Super Silly Funland, because it seems like they shoot a lot of the fireworks off in behind Transformers, and also behind the Hogwarts Castle, from what I understand. I'm thinking that out in the overlook behind Super Silly Funland, where all of us content creators and a lot of people go to look at the Fast and Furious roller coaster construction, that I'm thinking would be the best spot to see them, because you're at a high elevation. But again, I don't know if they're going to have that blocked off. I don't know if other people are going to be in that spot, but that's probably where I'm going to be at if I do go when the fireworks do happen at 9 p.m. I was told. So that's what I'm going to be doing if I go. Ian also said, really excited to see what IP is on the T-pad with the brick facade, not Texas Chainsaw, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it's Texas Chainsaw, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, or Six Flags is getting Texas Chainsaw, or I'm confusing that with something else, but it could be, but don't hold me to that. Yeah, I'm excited to find out what house that's possibly going to be, because there's two houses that aren't announced that we know is going to be at the event. It's going to be Insidious, which is in the little H lot behind the Curious George parking structure, which we can all see from the studio tour as it goes back into the load station after the tour to pick up more guests. And then the other one is The Weekend. They just haven't officially announced those two, but it's like a 95-96% guarantee that those houses are coming. So definitely something interesting to look at. Ian says that's a great tip on the fireworks. Yeah, definitely. If there's not too many people up there, that's what I'm going to do. If I go, that's where I'm going to be at. So you can find me there. If I am there, definitely say hi. Definitely say hi. You want to take a picture? You want to talk about anything? Hey, I'm there. I have no problem talking to my fans or anybody for that matter. So, but definitely a good spot, I think. Ian also said, thanks. You're welcome. Absolutely. Ian said, yes, Six Flags is doing Chainsaw. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I don't think we're getting Chainsaw Massacre as well. That'd be kind of weird. So I'm kind of curious what that facade is going to be. Christian in the Park says a Grindhouse film is going there. Okay. It's got my curiosity up. I would like to see a trailer for that house, if that's what's going there. So I'll be looking out for that trailer for sure. Ian also said, really, I like that. Yeah, for sure. Then there's some other update. Okay, so this right here came out, obviously, with the trailer of the house. What do you guys think about this? This looks pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for this. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, really, Ghostbusters, yeah, but I do have to say, when they brought it back in 2019 on the Metro sets, the facade looked amazing. It looked absolutely amazing. So I'm kind of curious what the facade's going to look like this time for this house. Obviously, Frozen Empire. Obviously, if I were to guess, scenes in the house that includes this creature that they're obviously fighting, I'm going to assume that that area is going to be cold as hell. Like I mean, like cold, because I know one house in particular that was like that. It was Krampus. That was also on the Metro sets. Krampus, it had a lot of the scenes in the house where it was really cold. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to do this, but this is the picture, and I'm super stoked for it. I'm super stoked. That's me and Mr. Webba from last night. And then I want to talk about this just for a second. What do you guys think about these catwalks being installed on the Fast and Furious coaster track? What do you guys think? So Theme Park Obsession, this is all credit to him for his amazing photos taken of this. Catwalks are going in the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. In the next few days, we should see a lot more again put up, maybe even some new track work. Okay, so I want to ask you guys, because obviously the track is like a dark gray, and anyone that's been to Orlando and ridden Velocicoaster, this almost reminds me of the same color as Velocicoaster. It might even be the same color for all I know. Do you guys think these catwalks? Let me click on the picture. Do you think these catwalks need to be painted to kind of blend into the track? Because they kind of, I get why they're there. I totally get it. But they kind of look ugly. They kind of need to be painted or something. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm overreaching by saying they should paint these so they kind of blend in a little bit better? What do you guys think? And then obviously they have more of them getting ready to be put up. So by the time I'm making this video today, probably by tomorrow or the next day, they could possibly have more installed on the track on the upper lot that they've installed already. Okay, so Jesse said they might be incorporated with the scene inside the show, but it's more than possible. I did say on my Q&A last night, Jesse, that that they could be painted. They can be part of the decor of the coaster itself, because when we're talking Fast and Furious, the way I see it, I've watched every single one of the Fast and Furious movies from the very beginning to now. It kind of, Fast and Furious to me, it provides a garage type, mechanical type theming to it, right? So I'm kind of thinking that by them installing these catwalks, they might be ugly. I get it, but it might fit into the theming of the coaster because it's a garage type theme to it. So that's something I was looking at. Another thing I want to point out. This was posted. Let me see. I don't think I have it on my profiles. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. It kind of just, okay, there we go. Let me click on his real quick. Mondo. So just a quick shout out. Anyone that doesn't know Mondo, which I'd be very shocked if you didn't. Mondo is another amazing content creator. He's a good friend of the channel, good friend to me. He's had me on several times to talk HHN, Dark Universe, just an absolute amazing content creator. So definitely check him out for sure. These are the Ghostbusters hats that just got released. So this is the 2019 version hat, and this is what just got released today. And he's saying the quality from this to this is the 2019 version. This is the 2024 version. Kind of crappy. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. But what I was gonna, I don't know if it's on his actually either. I know one person that will have it actually. Let me find him real quick. Here we go. Theme Park Wizard. Another awesome, amazing content creator. And let's give a shout out real quick. Let's give a shout out. He was at 992 followers on Twitter. And now, just as of this minute at 9:30 at night, he hit 1,700 followers on Twitter. Amazing job, Theme Park Wizard. Continue to do the amazing work you do. He is an awesome guy. Loves the theme parks, loves Universal, posts a lot of updates, so definitely check out his channel. He is absolutely amazing, and congrats, Theme Park Wizard, on your success and continued success. The one thing I'm going to post on here, or not post, but okay, here we go. I want to talk about this for a second. So this just got released today. And this is from Universal PR department. Well, not PR department, community hotline department that's handling complaints, questions about the construction of the Fast and Furious roller coaster. So it says, We would like to be aware of the following theme park construction activities planned for July. So we're talking about July, which is in a couple days. Work on the attraction will occur between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. And they do have Sundays off. They do not work on Sundays. So basically what it's going to be, what the site's going to be constructing, doing, building, moving, all that stuff is going to be earthwork and grading, building steel erection. If I even said that right, I hope I said that right. Installation of ride equipment and track. So right there, it indicates we are getting more track installed in July. Concrete pours for slabs and foundations, more likely for the show building. Installation of lagging and short concrete on shortened walls. Drilling and placing a pylon, so more pylons are getting installed for the coaster supports, and then eventually track. Construction equipment, so they're probably going to have heavy equipment, possibly making a little noise here and there. Exceptions to the schedule are occasionally authorized for safety reasons, and that's about it. So the thing I'm trying to get at is, so we got this update, again, courtesy of Theme Park Wizard, is the fact that, you know, it basically is sounding like to me, and probably many other people, that they're going to be installing more track in July. They're going to be pouring concrete foundation slabs for the show building, because if you want to think about it, just from the pictures you've seen from my Twitter, my Instagram, pictures you've seen from other content creators like Theme Park Wizard, Dylan from Theme Park Obsession, Mondo from Five Fires, and a bunch of other content creators, Crystal and Chris is another one. And then Christian in the Parks, that's in the chat tonight. It looks like to me, if I'm not mistaken, that the track where the load and unload station is complete. They are adding the catwalks, but I don't think that's going to stop them or delay them from pouring the foundation to start erecting and building and constructing the show building. So that's going to be very exciting. And when they say installation of ride equipment and track, it gets me to believe that they're getting ready to put track up and over the first escalator that's going down to the lower lodge. So that is definitely going to be something very, very, very interesting to witness and watch and capture and see how Intimate has built that part of the coaster for us. So definitely something very exciting to look out for sure. And then let me ask you guys real quick. Before I jump to Universal, okay, before I jump to I want to talk a little bit about Camp Snoopy. I know it wasn't in my description for tonight's Conductor Thursday live stream, but I do want to talk about it because they had their media event today, and several YouTubers did go to that. So I'm going to play one of their videos and their reactions to it. Is there anything you want to know about Universal in general, whether it's HHN related, whether it's just Universal in general, about the coaster, any updates coming to the park, anything like that, before I jump to Knott's Berry Farm and Camp Snoopy? Post in the comments down below. I did see Jesse did post something, and it was about me talking about the hat situation for Ghostbusters. for the house. Jesse said, I like the old design better. Yes, the old design does look better. I don't know why they kind of I'm going to say it. They kind of botched this year's merch, especially with the hat. The shirt does look good. The shirt does look good. But the hat it's a letdown a little bit. So I'm kind of sad about that. But without further ado, I'm going to jump to Camp Snoopy for a little bit, and let's talk about that for a second. So let me get. Oh, my fault. I'm going to jump to Mondo again. All the credit goes to him. I take no credit in this whatsoever because he filmed the video for us, which is highly appreciated. So, in the video, I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm going to go through a lot of it, but not all of it. And I'm going to stop here and there and kind of point things out. So, at any point, if I see any comments in the comment section, I'll stop the video and we'll talk about it. Okay. So I gotta start over.
Monica in the house. Let's go. Take out some Snoopy.
You guys can't hear the audio from the oh god, from the video? Is that what you're saying? Or you can't hear me? Because I'm muting my mic so you guys can hear the video without echo. I just want to ask that question. Is that what you're trying to say, Christian? That you can't hear the video or you can't hear me? I just want to ask that real quick before I go any farther. Oh, that's interesting. You should hear the video. Huh. I wonder why that is. Okay, well, that's weird. Because you should be able to hear the video, which is odd. That is really odd. Huh. Okay. Let me try this. I'm going to keep my mic on. And let me see if you can hear the audio. Okay, give me a second. Oh, my bad.
Or seeing if anything new has.
Can you hear it now?
Like all of this is new to me. Got some nice hats. Perfect time for summer.
Comment down below if you can hear the audio.
We're going to try to do later on. Got some lounge fly. Is this lounge fly?
Okay, good.
I guess it's just peanut brand. Okay. Wow. $30. $30 for the little one? $30. What about this backpack? $65. And you get yourself a s'mores kit. You want some s'mores?
Yeah, like.
You want some s'mores?
Some s'mores. Oh yeah, that's not lounge fly. It's just like regular.
That's just peanuts. Wow. What is this thing? A milk chocolate covered s'more.
So I want to ask everyone in the chat right now, just before we go any further, what do you guys think of the merch so far for Camp Snoopy? I think it's absolutely amazing. I think they really went hard. They really went hard on it for the video. So.
Wow. All right.
You know what I walk around theme parks? I'm like, you know what would be perfect to carry all day?
What is perfect?
Like, I wish theme parks had a whole candle.
I was just in the mood to buy a candle.
No, yeah, like it's like $100 degrees, and you're just like, you know what would be like really good?
A candle.
Take it with you to use the restroom and light it up.
I could smell that thing out here, like from where I'm standing. Damn, that's strong.
I guess this is what Snoopy would smell like.
That's the Camp Snoopy smell.
Yeah.
So yeah, the merch is absolutely amazing. I'm actually very, very excited for the merch.
For all the peanut fans, we got new keychains that have arrived. We got Franklin, Linus. They got the piano dude, Schroeder. Lots of new pins. I'm just trying to capture everything that's kind of related to this Camp Snoopy area. Bird launchers. Leading the way since 1974. So cute. Yeah, we got peanut candy now. Cinnamon mints. Look at this. Snoopy chocolate. With the theater space. Because it was a kind of like a rumor that they cut the theater budget. Yeah. And it's official.
So I want to ask you guys real quick. Are you guys happy that they cut out the theater in Camp Snoopy? Or are you upset that they did that? I think, because from what it looked like, it was kind of like a resting area. You got a show. You're covered by shade with the big roof and whatnot. I think that was definitely something they should not cut out. What do you guys think about that?
They cut the theater budget. I'll show you. It's, I guess, a new dining area is more how you could describe this area. What do you think? Because I feel like this meant something to you. Because, like you said, you worked here, you grew up as a Knott's kid.
Yeah, exactly. And you watch the cheesy but fun shows, right?
Yeah.
But literally, like, it's summer. Like, it's 10 o'clock and the sun is beating already.
Yeah.
BYOB, it's right here. Bring your own umbrella. If you want to sit in these, just bring your own umbrella. I sat in there and it was.
Yeah.
You need the umbrella.
Because Monica was pointing out this like AstroTurf. It radiates a lot of heat compared to like the concrete.
So, yeah, that's definitely going to be a problem. I don't think during the summer, a lot of people are going to be sitting down in that area and having the sun beat down on them. And during like kind of like fall, springtime, when it's raining, that whole area is definitely not usable because no one's going to want to sit in rain with no coverage. So definitely Knott's and Cedar Fair, because Cedar Fair owns Knott's now since the merger years ago. I think by them cutting the stage for the show and having the roof and all, I think that was a very bad mistake on their part. Very bad mistake. Jesse says, and that fake grass is going to be really hot. Yeah, it's going to be really hot. So if you guys are bringing your kids there and it's during the summertime and whatnot, yeah, your kids, if they decide to, roll around in the grass or sit down, they might get burned and it might hurt. So definitely keep that in mind. Jesse also says real grass would have been better. I totally agree with that. The only thing I have against that is would them, so by them putting in real grass, would they be able to maintain it where it's not all like there's big patches of dead spots everywhere? Because you want the area to look nice, you want the area to look good and whatnot. So my only concern would be keeping up with the maintenance of the actual real grass. I could see why they went with this AstroTurf, but I think the biggest downfall of this is the stage they cut out of the budget. For sure.
Yeah, literally, like you can feel the difference, like half. So it's gonna be really warm. So if you do have little ones bringing, be careful to let them like.
Yeah, a towel. You need a towel or like a cobija. Yeah, blanket.
maybe in the evening have them crawl around, but for like now, I would not touch this.
It's just we're in the heart of summer.
Yeah, exactly. So, but maybe it has potential.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. It gives the feel of uncompleted. So
maybe like the characters will walk all the way. I don't know. Maybe it's coming. So
we'll see. We'll see. Today's the first day.
Yeah.
The way it's kind of worked out, we got some houses here. I'm not too sure what it's going to be. It does look like those doors open right there, so maybe characters come out of there or something like that. I don't know. One thing I do want to point out, we got all these bars right here, or these poles. They do have some like locks at the top. Maybe they're going to connect and make this a shaded area. Only time will tell. But that's what it's looking like, everybody. We'll see how that gets used. I was thinking it's giving me like theater vibes. Like maybe they put some movies on there or something.
Oh, that's true.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like put Peanut movies, Snoopy movies.
But I think
So Jesse pointed out something. Some large canopies wouldn't be that expensive and solve the problem. Yeah, definitely for sure. I just kind of think they shouldn't just went with the original design and made it really nice, because as we watch this video, and maybe I will play most of it, as I'm playing this video, they will talk about how half of it, or at least some of it, is still under construction, that it's not open yet, and there's still construction walls and whatnot, which is kind of annoying. I would have hoped that they would have had all the area in Camp Snoopy done by this point, and they really didn't. So the only thing that's really open is this area here that they're talking in, Mondo and his sister, I believe to be his sister, and also the new roller coaster, which they're going to show that off here in a minute. GRL Power Coaster says, "Sorry, I'm late." No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm here for everybody. So you chime in, or anyone chime in whenever you guys can. Whenever you guys can. Yeah. Continue.
that would only work during the night, because right now during the day you won't be able to see anything.
That's
But
true.
that'd be cool.
But at night, yeah.
Cool, like movie night.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
bring the kids, hang out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that's kind of all for this area. Let's keep it going. We have the Flying Ace ride right here, and supposedly right next door we were supposed to get back Woodstock's Airmail, which is that ride that would go like for the little kids. It's still behind walls. I'm not even sure if they're trying to bring it or not, but hopefully it does come back, because that was like a kid favorite. People love that one. Big thank you to Knott's Berry Farm for inviting us as a media today.
So I know that's kind of, hold on a second. Let me go back here. Sorry, I'm trying to get a clear image of that media pass for you guys.
Big thank you to Knott's Berry Farm for inviting us as a media today.
Well, let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to get this for you guys.
Come back, because that was like a kid favorite. People love that one. Big thank you to Knott's Berry Farm for inviting us as a media.
Okay, so that was, again, Mondo and a bunch of other YouTubers were there for the media event. This is kind of like the little media pass they gave out. Adventure badge, Camp Snoopy, Knott's Berry Farm, media, June 27, 2024. Very cool that they gave that out. Very cool. Very cool. But before we continue, Jesse said the whole land was supposed to open Memorial Day. The construction there is really slow. Yeah. Yeah, they're starting to be like Disney with their construction. It's kind of getting a little annoying, because finally, after all this time, they're finally working on Montezuma's. I think Mondo shows it in this video as well. GRL Power Coaster says another Zamperla Cedar Fair's BFF. Yeah, for sure. Yep. I agree with that.
today. So we're getting like the first look at all these changes that are happening out here at Camp Snoopy. I did ask about Beagle Express. I do not know if that's going to open today. It's not open currently, but let me show you what it looks like. Snoopy! I sure hope we can get on the Beagle Express. I did hear there's new audio. They got lots of new decorations that are going to be throughout as well. Cool. Also, too, this has not reopened the cave. I'm not sure what's going on.
So GRL Power Coaster said, slow construction, cough, cough. Hollywood Drift, I understand though. Coasters on a hill are tough. Yeah, I'm going to give Universal the benefit of the doubt on this one compared to Disney or Disneyland and Disney World, especially Disney World. I still don't think that Tron should have taken that long. I'm sure they had their issues, but I don't think it should have taken that long. Hollywood Drift, though, I do give the benefit of the doubt because they are building it on a hillside. They are trying to be compliant to the neighbors and the surrounding studios around Universal. So they have to kind of maneuver through a dark tunnel, as I'm going to say, a lot more than like Walt Disney World or any of these other theme parks to a point would have to do. But yeah, it's, again, I think a lot of it has to do with just either trying to get materials or the companies they hire, the contracts or contractors they hire. So who knows? Jesse says, really surprised when that announcement came out for 2026. I was hoping late 2020. So was I. A lot of people were kind of scratching their heads saying, why 2026? That's kind of crazy. Again, I think a lot of things, I think COVID kind of threw a monkey wrench in a bunch of projects across the theme park. I'm going to say universe, because we shouldn't have had, in my opinion, we shouldn't have had Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift already open at Universal. We shouldn't have had the hotel that they want to bring at Universal already. And we shouldn't have had either a land or another attraction at Universal by now to get ready for the Olympics. So I do agree with that. It shouldn't have opened in 2024, but I think COVID kind of had a pretty good part on that aspect. GRL Power Coaster says, still Universal is much faster. Realistically, the coaster is only 3 years old, not too long. Yeah, it's not too long. So we'll see. Also posted, I don't know, they are working with Intamin, and Intamin is known to be slow at delivering parts, I believe. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because I don't know Intamin like you might know or other people might know. But the fact that they had to rip down 2 massive show buildings, the fact that they're building it on a hillside, and they really had to, do a lot of testing for sound pollution to not affect the movie productions on the backlot, but also the neighbors surrounding Universal probably had a big part of it. The fact that they had to kind of map out how the track is going to go, that probably had a big part in it. Also posted, yeah, we have had Hollywood Drift about 4 years ago, but it would have had the C spike. Yeah, it would have had the C spike. Also posted, I don't know them personally, either do I. I wish I did. Yeah, I think a lot of people did. I'm sure when the coaster opens, the grand opening day, maybe the first couple of days, they are going to have, I'm sure, intimate personnel from the company out there at Universal. So that would be a good time if you can make it out there. If you see them walking around, maybe talk to them and try to get some information and build a rapport. That's what I would do. But let's click on this.
They removed like the chains down here, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm not even sure if they're going to bring the meet and greet that was supposed to be somewhere in this vicinity. Only time will tell. There's a big opening moment that's happening. Let's go check out the characters. They just had a big opening ceremony. Welcome campers at Camp Snoopy. All the characters out here. All got new shirts and stuff. It's pretty cool. Say hi. Wait. Oh, let's be Snoopy. This is the most characters I've ever seen in Knott's Berry Farm. We got Snoopy with his new outfit with the hat. Sally up
Has a bunch of characters out.
So one of the big attractions out of this whole reimagining of Camp Snoopy is the Snoopy's Tinder Pod Twister coaster. Kind of a tongue twister to say, but it's a new roller coaster inside Camp Snoopy. These are really, really cool. I can't wait to get on it. And Snoopy's like the driver of the roller coaster, so that's going to be a lot of fun to see. We're going to walk around. There's still a lot of stuff that just is not open yet. But I think by the end of the year, they're really going to flush out the visions they had for Camp Snoopy. But we're just covering what's available today. Let's do it. I just saw some people that are smaller than me get on the ride. They've been escorted off the ride. They do not fit on the roller coaster. So this line behind me doesn't even look that bad, but they're saying it's like 1 hour. This is only one train running, so the capacity is not the highest. I don't think I'm going to wait it. I'm not going to wait this ride and just get denied because I feel like I'll be denied. So be aware, you're kind of on the bigger side. If you're like 2X, maybe 3X, you might not fit on this ride. So I just want to let people know that.
But they also said tall too.
Oh, tall too?
Yeah, like someone in my same height was like, there was barely enough like room for me.
Damn.
So maybe if you're 6 foot even, like it's gonna be a difficult. So it's not even just size, it's tall. Too.
Yeah.
So be aware of that.
Be aware. It sounds smooth, like it's like a smooth ride.
It's because it's not, you know how like they have the division.
Yeah.
Seats, so that's what's making this size so difficult.
There's dividers in the seat?
Yeah, look, like when it passes by.
It's not like Thunder Mountain.
No, that's why I thought it was gonna be like down Thunder Mountain.
Wow. Got my boy FL Vlogs right here.
Guys.
What happened on the Tinder Pod?
Well, I guess I'm a little too big, man. You know, unfortunately, we weren't able to go on the ride. But you know what? Let the kids have some fun.
So I'm skipping the video a little bit.
My final thoughts on everything. It just seems like this opened way too early, or a lot of plans have changed from the original videos and concept art and things that we saw were going to come that never came. It's a little heartbreaking, especially the first thing you see is the theater missing and just this outdoor dining area freaking in summer.
And not even the Snoopy that was on the boat on the rock to enter.
Yeah, it's just, this has been very hard. I love Camp Snoopy. I'm a Snoopy kid. My kid, Max Rooney, he's going to be a Snoopy kid too. I think it's just a matter of maybe by the end of this year, it looks a lot better than what it currently looks like. I guess they maybe just had to get it open for summertime. I don't know what else to say. I'm glad I was able to come here. Thank you, Nance, for inviting us to this media event. I think my advice, maybe wait a little bit till things kind of get worked out here before you head on and try to do anything. I think your best bet too to maybe do the roller coaster or the off-road, maybe do it at nighttime, more towards when they're going to close or at the very beginning of the day, because these lines are going to be long. There's already a huge crowd out there of people just waiting to get into Camp Snoopy. They're all waiting to see what we saw.
The super finished Camp Snoopy.
And that's why we were saying earlier, like the whole not fitting, the off-road rally taking a long time. I just want people to know these things, you know?
Yeah, especially because like you're coming with your kids, and a lot of them, like adults, don't fit.
Yeah.
So I think just being aware of that restriction of like maybe bring like a really small person or a bigger
Yeah.
kid with you. I don't know, but
Bring the older brother, older sister.
like if you would
I'm not fitting on it. Yeah.
Maybe more like 90. She's like, oh, more.
3 hours.
So, alley cart thing, that was long because the ride is so slow, like loading is so slow. The Tinder Paw roller coaster, it's very cool. It looks smooth and fun, but it's so slow and loading. And at the same time, I can't emphasize this enough. There's like at least 2 people that don't fit on the ride for either being too big or too tall, and they have to get off the ride. And sometimes they're with their kid, and they literally can't let the kid go on by themselves, so they all have to get off. That line, as you saw, now that we're in regular theme park hour, it's like 2-3 hour wait. Now that we've seen Camp Snoopy reopen, it's just heartbreaking and sad. Look at behind me. We're in the heart of summer. We got one brave soul kind of managing out here. I don't know. Hopefully they put shade. The railroad wasn't open.
So to kind of emphasize what Mondo's talking about, it sounds like tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but it almost sounds like Mickey's Toontown at Disneyland. It kind of sounds like they rushed to open the land, and there's a lot of things that they still aren't done, or like Mondo was saying, they changed, they cut budget. There's still the little train ride that's still not open. You got the airmail ride, which is kind of like a little mini Supreme Scream for the little kids. That's not even put back together, if it's even coming back at all. So that's pretty disappointing. The theater, which is probably the grand of it all, that wasn't even built. It was cut way back. There's no shade. We're in the heart of summer, like Mondo was saying. That's a problem. Then you got, like he was saying, with the new roller coaster, either if you're too big or you're too tall, you can't ride the roller coaster if you have your little kid with you and you're being kicked off as an adult. Then the kid has to be kicked off because the kid can't go by itself. And then you got the fact that he was talking about the load area and unload is super slow. The ride is super slow. It only has one train to the track, so that's kind of bad in a way. Yeah, so there's a lot of issues just by watching Mondo's video, and he does a great job, him and his sister, providing that information for us, that it's really unfinished, budget cutted, and just not completed by far. And it's kind of sad. It is sad that they decided to do that, because for me personally, and for a lot of you, I would have liked to seen them wait and push the date back of reopening Camp Snoopy even farther down the road, even if it had to be September, October, even November. That way all this stuff couldn't have been built. So that's kind of disappointing on that aspect. I'm going to go to the chat real quick because there was a bunch of you people, or a bunch of you guys commenting. So I'm going to just kind of go down the list here. GRL Coaster said, wait, what? Now I'm 100%. So she was quoting when I was talking about the roller coaster in Fast and Furious. I was mentioning that Intamin, they may or may not, don't quote me on it, they may or may not have representatives that built the coaster to kind of represent the coaster that they put together. And they might be there for the grand opening, probably more than likely for the grand opening day. They might be there for the next couple days, who knows. But if you do see those guys and you're interested talking about, Intamin and whatnot, hit them up, talk to them, ask them questions. Because like I said, that's what I would do if I see them there. Jesse says, yeah, opening ceremony for half the land. Jesse's referring to Camp Snoopy. Yeah, from what we all just watched, it's very it's very rushed, and they cut back on way too much stuff, and it's very annoying that these theme parks kind of, they build up the hype, they build up the suspense for these lands, attractions, shows, meet and greets, and then they decide to cut back. It's really a sad thing, and it kind of puts a damper on just the whole atmosphere if you're a fan of going to that theme park and you were expecting on going there. GRL Power Coaster says, I need the credit. If I ride the Tender Paw, I can brag about riding the Zemba lift and launch. Okay, yeah, I'll give you credit for that. If you can get on there, I'll give you the credit, because I don't think I'm going to fit. I'm 6'3", so Mondo says they don't, that coaster's not really fit for big people or tall people, and I'm the tall person, so I guarantee that I probably won't be on there. Jesse said, hopefully the operations are good to come back to one train. I hope so. But the thing is, Jesse, like Mondo was talking about with the media event, right? He was basically saying, and this is without the general public in there just yet, he showed them waiting outside Camp Snoopy to get in. The roller coaster was already at a 2-hour wait. And that was just with media. You imagine the general admission or general public getting in there, it could be like a 5-6 hour wait. That's kind of crazy. Jesse said, pretty disappointing. Absolutely. I think it's very disappointing. They did a lot of budget cutbacks that they shouldn't have not done. GRL Power Coaster says, oh yeah, that's also yep. Yeah, it is. Christian in the Park says, can't wait for a Universal expansion. Yes. So I don't know if you caught my Q&A, Christian in the Parks, last night with Mr. Webber. We did kind of dive deep into that for theme park expansion, and I could talk about it a little bit tonight, because I'm going to try to maybe just have this live stream a 2-hour live stream and not a almost 3-hour live stream, because it kind of gets a little much, and I know I can ramble on for hours on end. So we'll definitely jump back on that tonight for sure, so you can see it if you didn't see it last night on the Q&A live stream. GRL Power Coaster says, are Intamin and Universal still on good terms? Also, last week I met a guy who has a friend that actually works for Intamin. I completely needed out. As far as I know, Universal and Intamin have a great relationship. The fact that they were able to build the Velocicoaster in Orlando, obviously they're part of this coaster out here in Universal Studios Hollywood with Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. And I think they even had a part, if I'm not mistaken, in the Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure in Orlando as well. So I think they have a great relationship. So I have no doubts on that one. But how can I say it? What are your overall thoughts on Camp Snoopy? Do you think that the budget cut situation is really going to be a pretty big factor on just hatred? Well, I shouldn't say hatred, but disappointment in the land. What do you guys think? Let me know, because I'm very curious to hear what your thing is on that. And then I'm going to jump to another content creator. He was also there. You actually saw him for a short minute when Mondo was talking about just the review he thought of Camp Snoopy. So I'm going to pull up his channel. Another great content creator. His name, I can find him on here. I have so many that I follow. Let me see if I can find him real quick. He should be on here. Wait. Is he? I think he was on here somewhere. Just gotta find him. Okay, American Coaster Network. Again, another great content creator. I really like his videos. He really kind of dives deep. But I'm gonna click on his. The only reason being is because he kind of talks about Montezuma for a brief minute. So, and he shows the progress of that. So I'm gonna jump right into that.
Absolutely, that was, and it was smooth. Many times have I said the new restrooms are update.
Okay.
So nice.
Sorry, I'm jumping.
I also want to get on the train, so I'm just gonna get. But
so another area that's closed off. This is another attraction. Camp Swings. I don't know why that's closed. So again, it just goes back to show you guys how annoying it is when they sit there and rush the land and open it just to say that they can open it. It's kind of disappointing. But okay, he's going to start talking about Montezumas right now. So I'm going to back up for a hot minute. Okay, here we go. And then I just want to point out real quick. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Tender Paw Twister looks really fun, but it does seem the land was a bit rushed. Yeah, it definitely was rushed. And I don't even have to be there to tell you that. I could just watch videos on it and tell you it was rushed. It's kind of sad. Hopefully it lasts longer than Top Thrill 2. Yeah, I would hope so. There's still a lot of construction walls. Yeah. It's not even really Camp Snoopy in a way. It's more of a construction wall area, which is kind of sad. But
express train. Well, I didn't plan on covering Montezuma's event, but as I'm walking by, I'm hearing them power washing back there. It is so loud. Oh my. It's almost deafening. Over here at the Beagle Express Railroad, and I was just informed that unfortunately it's going to be closed the entire day. I guess I should have stayed in line for the off-road rally. Well, let's go back to the coaster or something. Here we have the far end of off-road rally, and here comes the Jeep. Really neat. Having fun? Awesome.
so I just wanted to show that little bit about Montezuma's. So apparently they have started construction on Montezuma's for the complete overhaul of that attraction. It's something. It's something that that's very disappointing that the whole land was rushed, and it's very annoying that they didn't take their time with it. Again, all theme parks are guilty of this. I don't care what theme park it is. Disney, I think Disney is one of the bigger culprits, but Universal is a culprit. Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, they're all they're all guilty of trying to rush things and budget cuts and all sorts of things, and it's very, very annoying that that we have that problem. Orange Grove 55, good to see you, my friend. Orange Grove 55. As many of you may or may not have heard me when at the beginning of this live stream, Orange Grove 55 is a great, great, great friend of the channel. Definitely check out his content. Amazing content creator. I'm on his channel a lot to talk about Disneyland, talk about the Disney company, D23, that's coming up in August. Universal, Epic Universe, just theme parks in general. Again, I'm on there a lot, and I will try to let you guys know when I'm on his channel, so you could check out his videos and check me out on talking about whatever video we're doing for his channel. So definitely give him a follow, a subscribe on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube for sure. Again, great friend of the channel, and he has been such a great supporter of my channel and helping me out every which way. So definitely check him out. GRL Power Coaster says, do we have any idea who is doing Montezuma's refurbishment? I know original rumors were for Maurer or comeback trains, but now I don't even know. I don't even know either. If someone knows who is doing the refurb on Montezuma's and bringing the new updated version of Montezuma's, post in the comments, because I'm not 100% sure either. Orange Go 55 says, thank you. Of course, brother. You are amazing friend, and I'm glad to have you as a friend and as a supporter of the channel. I honestly greatly appreciate it so very much. One thing I do want to jump back onto is real quick. Jesse said, hopefully Intimate. Yeah, I think Intimate, with them doing Velocicoaster, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, and now Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, it seems like Intimate might be taking over a lot of coaster projects on the West Coast and even the East Coast. So who knows? GRL Power Coaster says, hopefully Intimate. Yeah, that's funny. But I know you guys want to, Christian in the Parks said something about future expansion for Universal. So I'm going to jump back to Universal real quick and go from there. So let me go to this. This guy is, again, another amazing content creator. He's been posting like crazy. The guy is just, he has a lot of amazing content I've never seen before, ever. So he definitely has the inside scoop on a lot of stuff, but I'm going to jump down through his page real quick and find the picture that he posted about future expansion of Universal Studios Hollywood. So give me 1 second while I scroll through his page and try to find that for you guys so we could talk about it for a little bit. I know it's here somewhere. I just gotta find it. He posted it a little while ago, so I know it's coming up though. Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay, so my whole thing is with expansion, right? So I was talking to Mr. Webber about this, and we were coming up with something. And hear me out. Okay, so a lot of people, and including myself, we were hinting, because they are moving the studio tour load and unload area, which is this area right. Oh, sorry. Let me, okay. Right here, right? So this area supposedly is getting moved down back to the lower lot and is supposedly going behind the Mummy Show building on that hillside. So I'm sure in the next 6 months or so, we're going to see active construction going on in that area down below behind the Mummy to incorporate the station for the load and unload area for the studio tour. A lot of people were saying that this area here could be used for the Hogwarts Express. And, oh, geez, I'm trying to think of King's Cross Station. Sorry, King's Cross Station. And then the Hogwarts Express, which would literally go from here all the way down to this area right here where the Fast and Furious supercharged area is. And this would be either Diagon Alley or it would be the new land coming, the Epic Universe, which is Ministry of Magic. But me and Mr. Weber were talking, we're discussing, and one thing I do want to say is he brought up a very interesting point. What if, and just hear me out, there's another option. What if we don't get the Hogwarts Express, but between the Simpsons show building, which is it's kind of, how can I put it? It's kind of out of the way. It's more up here a little bit. But from this area here, all the way down here, right? Okay. This could be either the Diagon Alley or the Ministry of Magic land right here, including Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, which a lot of people want. I want that ride myself. And then down here, this whole area here, which we've talked about them. This area here would be also for future theme park expansion. What if this would be Dark Universe? How many of you would want Dark Universe to come to Hollywood? I'm going to raise my hand up and say I want Dark Universe to come to Hollywood. If that was the one land that they were going to copy and paste to another park, I would love nothing more for Dark Universe to come. What do you guys think? Post in the comments. I know I've said, and I'm still sticking to it. I would like to see Donkey Kong come to Hollywood. I know it's becoming more and more unlikely at this point, but there's always still a hope. But this right here seems to me enough land for Dark Universe. What do you guys think on that? Do you think just this area down here is enough land for Dark Universe? I think it is. And then what do you think about this chunk of land being the Harry Potter expansion? Because as you can see, this building right here that's grayed out. Sorry, my mouse is going hinky wire on me. This right here is the Forbidden Journey show building right here. So this would literally back up to this expansion area, which could be, like I said, Diagon Alley or Ministry of Magic and Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. I personally would like to see that. And then this could be, like I said, Dark Universe, or it could be a whole different land. I would like to see Dark Universe. I think Dark Universe should have come to Hollywood, because the way I see it is Orlando really didn't produce Universal Monsters. Hollywood did. Hollywood's park did. So I kind of think we should have gotten Dark Universe, and I think we should get it for Hollywood. And this area right here would be perfect for that. So this whole chunk of future expansion, instead of having the Hogwarts Express, which I would have loved to have, but instead of doing that, okay, you can have a Harry Potter land here, and you can have Dark Universe or another land completely right here. What do you guys think on that? Do you guys think that would be an option for Hollywood? The split these two in half and have two different lands out of this expansion that would just create more attractions, more shows, more places to eat and enjoy. What do you guys think on that? Let me know. So Jesse posted, I would love that. So would I. So are you saying, Jesse, that you would be okay not getting the Hogwarts Express and having this expansion split into two different theme park lands? I think it would be amazing, personally, but Jesse also says, yeah, I would. Okay, yeah, then I think Universal should take that route. I honestly think they should take that route and split it right down the middle, which would be right here, and this would be a Harry Potter expansion. This would be Dark Universe right here, which I think there's more than plenty of room for that. What was I going to ask you guys? Okay, so I've talked about this on my Conductor Thursday episodes. I've talked about it also with Orange Grove 55 on his channel, and I even mentioned it on my first Q&A live stream last night with Mr. Webba. I said, is Universal out here in Hollywood, not Orlando, but Hollywood, is what they have to offer for everybody, not just, SoCal residents. I'm talking everyone that goes to Universal, whether it's people that live in the United States or people that are out of the country that fly into the United States, fly into California to go experience Universal Studios Hollywood. Do you guys think it's enough to only have the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster and a on-site hotel? Is that enough for you all to enjoy for the 2028 Olympics, or do you think they should add something else before the Olympics happen? Because a lot of theme parks, Universal, Disney, Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, they're going to be getting a lot, and I mean a lot of business when the Olympics come, because you have international crowds now coming in to SoCal, where all these theme parks reside at. So that gets me curious on if all they're going to have to offer is a hotel and a roller coaster. What do you guys think on that? Let me know. GRL Power Coaster says, I feel like once Hollywood Drift comes to the park, we'll be stronger. We're missing that standout, unique attraction. We are missing that attraction. So the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster is really going to help with that. It's really going to help a lot. But she says, but it's still pretty good now that Super Nintendo World is drawing in a lot of people. Yes, I do agree with you on that. Here's my thing on Super Nintendo World. Obviously, you can't rip it down and start over. But what I would have liked to see is them build Super Nintendo World like Japan has their layout, like Orlando has their layout, where we had two attractions, which is the Yoshi Adventure, which is an Omni mover, which if a lot of people go to Universal Studios Hollywood, Secret Life of Pets is an Omni mover attraction. I think having two attractions in the land would have been better, at least for Hollywood. I think having more mini games that the other two theme parks do have and are going to have. I think we kind of got shortchanged, but I'm glad we got the land. I just kind of feel like we got shortchanged. I feel like they could have made it bigger, but they didn't. And I'm again, it was a missed opportunity in my opinion, but I'm glad we got the land. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm just complaining about the size of it and the lack of having two attractions and more mini games and more like snack stands and another gift shop as well. Jesse said, I flew to Orlando for Universal. It was amazing. Hollywood is nowhere near as much as a resort for international crowds than Orlando. Yes, I do agree with you on that. The only reason I say international crowds is because of the Olympics. The Olympics are going to be held in 2028 in LA. it is going to draw a lot of people that are international crowds to the Hollywood area, to SoCal. That's why I said that, but I totally agree with you on any other aspect. Hollywood is not a resort. I'm thinking they eventually will try to get to that point, but as it sits right now, they are not a resort. They are a one-day park. GRL Power Coaster says Hollywood Drift is very unique. There aren't many extreme spinners out there, and the ones that are here are built by Mack. Hollywood Drift will likely provide a different feel than Mack's. Yes, I agree with that also. The one thing I will say is it kind of, this ride system from what I've seen on POVs, like, you know, a content creator, I forgot what his name was. He made a POV of what the ride could look like. I don't know if he has inside scoop on what the, how it's going to look. But from what I've seen, it kind of reminds me of Velocicoaster mixed with Cosmic Rewind. That's what it sounded like to me. And the fact that our roller coaster, our version of an intimate roller coaster, is going to be faster than Velocicoaster, what I'm hearing. So that is definitely going to be interesting. We are going to have more inversions than obviously Velocicoaster, so that's going to be interesting as well. So that's definitely something interesting. GRL Power Coaster says it's a controlled spin. Are you talking about the Amusement Insider? I think it was either Amusement Insider or Jesse said it was Theme Park Insider. It was one of those two. I think it was Jesse. I think it was Amusement Insider that posted that. Yes, Velocicoaster goes 70 miles an hour, and Drift is going to go 73. So we're going to be 3 miles faster. Yeah. You know what? Let me see if I could pull up that video from him, and we could take a look, and you can kind of get an idea of what this coaster is going to look like. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me look for his, because I know I have him on here. Bear with me just a second. I'm pretty sure it was Amusement Insider, so I'm gonna look through his video, see if I can find it. It's probably gonna be way down here because he's posted a lot since then. So just bear with me for a second while I try to find it. If you have any comments, post in the comments, and then I'll try to answer it as I'm trying to find this video for you guys. Oh, here we go. Never mind. I found it. Not as far as I thought. So let me ask you guys, what do you think about what that looks like? What do you guys think about that? Do you guys like how that layout was for this attraction? And again, Amusement Insider, he just showed what it could look like. This is not the final design. This looks like it's pretty close. But what do you guys think about that? DRL Power Coaster says, you may not even need a car noise. Look at Terron's second launch at Fantastic Island, Intamin ISM-MS go vroom. I agree with you, but on the other hand, though, they have said and hinted it out there that the ride vehicles are going to have actual sound effects. So I don't know what aspect that's going to be, but we'll have to wait and see. GRL Power Coasters also said, I think the layout looks great. One thing weird is the corkscrew, not a typical intimate element, so it will be fun to see how the corkscrew feels. Yes, I agree with you. The corkscrew, so that's why I said there's going to be more inversions, I think, than Velocicoaster. So that's why I'm thinking maybe in retrospect, our version of an intimate roller coaster compared to Velocicoaster is going to be a lot more thrilling, a lot more intense. So I'm kind of with you on how the corkscrew is going to feel on that. So it's definitely going to be something interesting to keep your eye out for sure. But we are currently right now at the hour and 37-minute mark. So I'm kind of just gonna keep the chat open. We could talk about anything you guys want because I want to give you guys the opportunity to ask all your questions. To ask me anything. Ask me anything about the theme parks. Any information about Halloween Horror Nights, Universal in general, Disneyland, anything like that. And I would be more than happy to answer your questions for sure. GRL Power Coaster says, in this order, corkscrew, dive loop, 0G stall, corkscrew. There is a junior dive loop as well. Yeah, so it has a lot to offer. So I'm very, very, very excited for this coaster for sure. But you know what? Let me ask you guys this. I know I've never brought this up. Let me click back on this bit. Okay. Do you guys all remember before they started ripping down the sound stages, or not sound stages, I'm sorry, ripping down animal actors and the special effects show, we had the classic Universal City sign on the hillside, and they ripped it out. Would you guys like to see that come back in some aspect, like completely refurbished, completely lit up? What would you guys think about that, about the sign coming back? Because I know a lot of people were just upset when they ripped the sign out, and a lot of people were concerned that it just got demolished and thrown in a garbage dump somewhere, which I'm kind of hoping it didn't. JRL Power Coaster says, yeah, where did that even go? So there were rumors going around, and I don't know again if this is confirmed at all or not. There were several different rumors going on. One of the rumors was they demolished it, they destroyed it, so they just scrapped it and got rid of it. Another rumor was that they carefully took it down, and they're storing it somewhere on Universal properties somewhere. Who knows? A third option, or a third rumor I heard, was that they were going to give it to one of the local museums in the LA area to, properly display it. So it would be salvaged and saved as kind of a LA history. So I'm not exactly sure where that sign went. I'm not sure. So I'm right there with you. I have absolutely no idea where that sign went. And it's kind of concerning to me where that sign went. And then I wanted to ask you guys something. Also, what do you guys think about this drone show that Orlando has, that they got now? Do you think that's something Hollywood could look forward to? And what I mean by that is, so that future expansion area that we were talking about, right? Well, what if, because there has been rumors, it's a rumor, it's not confirmed by any means necessary, that the plane crash area, which is next to the Falls Lake area where the future theme park expansion is going, it has been rumored. The plane crash area. What would you guys feel about that being turned into kind of like a little lagoon show area where they do these drone shows? Would you guys be opposed to that or not really? Would you guys like to see something like that come to Hollywood, or you think that would just be something where you can't really do that? Or would you guys like to see how can I put it? Would you guys like to see more drone shows come to Hogsmeade and the Harry Potter area and Super Nintendo World, where they don't have to build a separate area just for drone shows? They can use the properties that they have and just use drone shows with the actual land itself. What do you guys think? Post in the comments. GRL Power Coaster says good night. Nice stream. Always good to have you, GRL Power Coasters, and I will hopefully see you on the next Conductor Thursday live stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sticking around and staying up this late. I deeply appreciate it. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think we can have drone shows for Hogsmeade and Super Nintendo World? What do you guys think? Jesse posted, I went to a drone show for Hogsmeade. It was really cool. Yeah, I would agree with you. I want that to happen. I've seen it myself, and I was pretty impressed. Also, he said they need to do those more often. Yes, I 100% agree with you. I do have to admit, though, the projection show that they do at the Hogwarts Castle is pretty amazing. But I don't think a drone show would hurt that. I think it would just add more entertainment to that area. So we'll have to wait and see and see what exactly happens to that area. And see if they do wind up bringing that show to back to Hollywood, because I personally would love nothing more to see more drone shows come to Hollywood, because it's not like they have to do crazy things to bring that to life. It's not like they have to do a bunch of construction or anything like that. So courtesy of Jen. Jen is another content creator that does a lot of videos, a lot of Twitter spaces with Mondo. She posted some pictures of the 2019 version of Ghostbusters, the house. I thought it was pretty well done. I thought it looked pretty cool. Thank you, Jen, for posting that on your Twitter. Really appreciate it. Yeah, the debate happened. I'm not even going to get into that. That's a sensitive subject that I'll never get into because, yeah, it's a touchy subject. I'll leave it as that. Let's see. Man, let me see on my profile here. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I posted anything else we can talk about for a brief minute. Oh, we could talk about this. Okay, we'll talk about this. Jesse said, honestly, I don't think the Ghostbusters maze will be scary. No, I don't think so either. I think it's going to be more of a fun, exciting, thrilling house. Very nostalgic to the fans that love Ghostbusters. So I don't think it's going to be scary at all. Jesse also said, although I like the Monstros 2 returning, I do too. And I did do a little more research today that all the scenes that we had last year from when they brought it to the event, it's going to be completely different. So that's kind of nice that we're getting a complete different storyline for Monstros. So that is definitely very, very, very cool. I'm going to click on this. So I'm going to talk about this for the next 10 minutes or so. So apparently the Disney company is changing their plans for Lightning Lane. Lightning Lane has been, and Genie Plus both, they've been an absolute disaster when it comes to certain aspects, and it's been a really bad situation. And I'm glad they're revamping this. It's sad that they are revamping this because I remember as a kid using Max Pass. I think that system was a lot better. I think this Genie Plus, Lightning Lane, now they're going to add multi-pass and single pass. It's getting even more complicated, more confusing it's kind of like a creature that they didn't want to come to life, and they brought it to life, and now everyone's just like frustrated with it. But Jesse said, I didn't get a chance to go on it last time. I was thinking I missed out, but I'm happy they brought it back for 2024. Yeah, I'm glad they did too, for sure. But what do you guys think about this whole Genie Plus situation? And the Lightning Lane, and the fact they want to add multi-pass, single pass. What do you guys think about that? Because it's kind of concerning to me that they're revamping this again. And then I just don't think it's a smart move. I'm not saying what they currently had was any better, but they're just adding more complications to this as time goes on. So it's definitely irritating that they're doing this. Another two things I want to bring up is Walt Disney World. They got rid of their reservation system, and the reservation system actually came into effect when COVID happened. So when the park shut down, they implemented this reservation system nonsense. I'm going to call it nonsense. I could say a whole hell of a lot worse, but I'm not going to. But it's absolute nonsense. It's absolute garbage. And Walt Disney World got rid of theirs. And for whatever reason, the Disneyland Resort here in Anaheim, they do not want to let go of the reservation system. And all of us content creators, everybody that goes to Disneyland, everybody, they're all frustrated on Disneyland Resort's reservation system. And the fact that you're talking about people, not just in general, like that go to Disneyland Resort that are able to, but I'm talking more of like the families coming out here for vacation that might not know how to do the reservation system, how to book these lightning lanes with doing it on your phone. As a kid, when I went to Disneyland with my parents, my family, and I did have a phone at the time, when I was older, obviously, but they would always say, "Why are you playing with your phone? We're here to enjoy the theme park. We're here to enjoy each other's company and have fun. Put your phone away." And it kind of seems like the Disney company, and this goes with a lot of theme parks, but Disney is the biggest culprit of that. They keep wanting to promote or entice people to use their smartphones for everything, not just Lightning Lane, not just the reservation system to book the reservation to even get into Disneyland or DCA, but to get food, because a lot of places around Disneyland and DCA are mobile food order. There are places that you can walk up right to the window, but most of them have become mobile food order. It's kind of disheartening that you have to almost be on your phone constantly to, kind of navigate what you're going to be doing throughout the park. It is really sad that they are doing that, and I wish they wouldn't do that. But what do you guys think on that? Do you guys think it's a good idea that they keep holding on to the reservation system out here at the Disneyland Resort? What do you guys think on the Lightning Lane situation? I think it's terrible on both aspects. And then the biggest question I have is, what do you guys think is going to happen at D23 this year? I have repeatedly said this on Orange Grove 55's channel when I'm on his channel, is the fact that you got Daddy Josh, as I call him, and I get that from OG and Disney George the Italiano, because they like calling him that, so I don't mind calling him that. He kind of reminds me of like a Gavin Newsom almost, just how he looks and the hair and everything. But besides the point, do you guys think he's gonna come up with a lot of blue sky nonsense? Do you guys think he's done with all the blue sky stuff and he's gonna be announcing actual concrete evidence like the Pandora land or experience coming to the Disneyland Resort? Possibly, we could possibly hear something about Disneyland Forward, anything like that. Me personally, I don't want to see any blue sky at all, because I think the blue sky nonsense needs to stop. I don't like the fact that he comes up with that, and I can't really blame him to a point. I think it has to do with Iger as well. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to lose, I wouldn't say respect, but I'm going to be kind of heartbroken in a way if they come out and start with the whole blue sky nonsense, because it's time that they stop with that and they start announcing actual concrete stuff. I do think we should hear an announcement on the Avengers e-ticket this year. The one thing I would change on that is I would like to see the 2019 version come to our Avengers campus. I think it's absolutely critical that we do get that version of the Avengers E ticket, because the one that Bob Chapek announced, I think it was in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically like a Transformers motion simulator type ride, which would be absolutely annoying. So I don't think that would be worth even building, because a lot of people kind of don't like those rides to a point, and kind of like Spider-Man Web Slingers is like that to a certain extent, not completely, but close. And then yeah, that I want to hear something about that for sure. Do you guys want to hear anything about Tomorrowland? Possibly a People Mover, possibly coming back in some aspect. Zootopia coming, Arendelle, the World of Frozen coming to the Disneyland Resort. What do you guys think? Post in the comments. But without further ado, I know we still got a couple more minutes, but I'm going to end it early, a little bit early. But I want to thank everybody for joining my Conductor live stream, Conductor Thursday live stream tonight. And I know it was really late, and I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep it to be at 7 p.m. instead of this 9 p.m. or later, or delay it to the next day. But I do want to thank everyone for joining tonight, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Follow me on my socials on Twitter at Theme Conductor, Instagram, and Discord. You can find me at Theme Park Conductor. Also on YouTube, you can find me at Theme Park Conductor. Every bit of support helps the channel out. It helps me out grow as a channel. It helps me provide more and better, accurate, well, I wouldn't say accurate, but better information, better entertainment to you guys. I'm hoping one of my goals is to possibly, hopefully in the near future, get another Magic Key and start doing Disneyland updates again. I may or may not get a Knott's Berry Farm pass once they actually start working on Montezuma's very hardly. I might get a Knott's pass, but I'm definitely going to work towards a Disneyland pass. So every little bit of support helps the channel out. And I haven't talked about it. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. It's going to be down the road, because I don't know if I'm even going to do it or not. But there are going to be new updates coming to the channel, hopefully in the future. And like I said, every little bit of support helps make that dream come true, not only just for me, but for you guys as fans of the channel. And again, I do want to say, when I am on other other content creators channels like Mondo from Five Fires, Orange Grove 55, I will be posting on my Twitter, on my Instagram, on my Discord, and even on the community tab on YouTube to let you guys know to check out the video. I will also post a link for that video as well, so that way you guys can check it out as well, because Orange Grove 55, he's a great content creator. Also, Theme Park Wizard, Disney George, again, Mondo, Five Fires, a bunch of these guys, Dylan from Theme Park Obsession. You got Hate Bricky, which has been doing a absolute fantastic job on just Disneyland in general and the Walt Disney Company. He is just a brilliant mind when it comes to Disney, anything Disney. You got Fresh Baked David, another great content creator when it comes to Disney. So he does do some updates with Universal, but he mainly focuses on Disney. So I will be letting you guys know and keeping you guys updated as things happen, so that way you guys stay informed. But without further ado, I'm going to end the live stream tonight. I want to thank everyone for joining tonight. Definitely smash that like button. Definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. And I will see you guys hopefully next week on Thursday for our annual Conductor Thursday live stream. And then I may be doing another Q&A session, and I might have some special guests. So stay tuned for that. I will keep you guys updated. And I just want to say thank you for every little bit of support you guys give me. It means the absolute world to me. And I want everyone to know to stay safe, stay cool, be kind to one another. And I will see you guys as soon as I can, because the updates are important to me as much as they are to you guys. So I'm glad to do it for you guys. And I'll keep making you guys proud, because that makes me happy when I provide the updates for you guys and you guys react to it. So I will see you guys soon.